don't have ears.
It says our mic is muted.
It is not muted now.
It's not
Welcome,
muted now.
everybody.
Hello. Welcome.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Excellent. Well, how you doing?
We are doing good. Can you hear us okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yay!
I can hear Charlie and Stacy. I can hear Danny. There's Greg. There he is.
Hey guys.
All right. We are all in the mix. There we are.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Danny.
What's up, Greg?
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Stacy. How's it going, guys?
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
Well, I appreciate you guys joining all of us tonight. If you hang around me any length of time, I get these weird brainstorms that say, "Oh, let's do this," and
It's all right, Sean.
I don't know. Somewhere around 2 or 3 o'clock this morning, my brain went, "Oh, let's do this," and so I mean, if you guys could, that'd be fine because it was so last minute. But thank you for joining tonight.
Sean, apparently you
we had a
haven't
great
watched any of my stuff where it's all last minute. It's all right.
Right.
My mom had the best cross stitch hanging on her wall in the house when I was growing up. It said, "If it weren't for the last minute, a lot of things wouldn't get done."
That's a good saying.
That is so true. I'm trying to. Our dog came in here and rearranged our camera. So
Oh, you're not the only one. Don't worry. Leia just did that to me too.
yeah, she came in and just whack. Let me get into the chat here so we don't get behind on our chat here. And so we want to welcome everyone in. Welcome, Duke Family Chronicles is here with us tonight. And Pam's fam. Hey, Pam, good to have you here. Let's see. We've got Mike Wheeler. Hello, hello, hello. Good to have you in here, Mike. Swift Fox X FPV. Great to have you in here tonight. Noah, good to have you guys. This is kind of a special surprise for some of you guys that we're all here. And the really cool thing is tonight, before we do our actual, I guess you can say, theme show,
On topic, off topic.
the 500 subscriber giveaway. Dun-dun-dun-dun. So,
Awesome.
500.
yeah. So Susie has the random name generator, and everyone that put their commented on our celebration video, she put their channel name in the Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, so
All right.
here it is.
Here it is. All right, so let's see.
We have a fortune.
Oh, let's
We have everybody from Noah, the Disney World.
All
All right,
All right,
everybody.
let's see. Who is our
Ready?
winner
Here we
going to
go.
be? Roll that wheel.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is cool.
That is cool.
And our winner is
I don't know. I can't read it.
the
the
Mickey
Mickey
Bunch.
Bunch.
Yay!
That was fun.
Thank you.
Mickey Bunch.
Hey, Kara, good to have you here
That's
tonight. Oh, it's
Kaya.
Kaya. Kaya, good to have you with us, Kaya. Very good. She says hey to Rebecca tonight. So the Mickey Bunch is the official winners of the Disney Skyliner pin and a couple other odds and ends that we will be dropping in it as well. So better luck next time, guys. Okay, Charlie is
Everybody's a winner because they're tuning into the channel.
There you go.
That's right.
And we're here too.
Okay,
So there
Charlie
you
and
go.
Stacy, how far are you away from 500? We've been trying to send out the love, man.
480.
I think we just hit
I
490.
pushed your channel the other day, guys.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate it.
What are you at now?
Awesome
Yeah.
channel.
I'm looking. I think we were at. Well, last time I looked, we were at 489. What did we say?
490, I think.
490.
490.
490. Only 10 away. So if you guys in the chat want to watch this live stream,
Slowly.
I
go
know.
Yeah,
and
490.
subscribe to Dizney Nerd Herders. Also, check out Danny and Jess at 2 Real Geeks.
I love that name.
And
It's so
Mr.
fitting for us.
Greg from Greg's Expedition Greg.
I had a busy day yesterday, guys.
He's like the big time YouTuber in here, you know. He's like, well, how many? What are you at? 2,000 what now, Greg?
2,315 subscribers.
Wow, that is awesome.
Greg,
That is
every
awesome.
day.
Go to 3K.
That is
Greg,
awesome.
you have 3,000
Yeah,
by the end of
Free
the
the
day.
monetization.
Danny, where are you guys
close
sitting
to
right
two-
now?
I'm like almost halfway
Where
to
am
get
I? I'm at
monetized.
1400, 1409 or something like that. Yeah.
That is
You'll
awesome.
get there.
That is awesome.
We're at
Cool.
550 already.
Yeah, we're 550 as of broadcast time, so that's really cool. Hey, Major League Hats, good to have you. It's going
I'm
great
getting-
today.
I'm getting
It's
close.
really good.
I'm 2 away from 1K on my Twitter page.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's only 2 away. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Tweet, tweet.
Tweet. And of course, they're all working on their viewing hours now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm halfway there.
Are you at
I'm getting
2,000
close
right
to
now?
halfway.
I'm almost at 2,000 right now.
You're almost at 2,000, so you're
Yeah.
almost halfway there too, man.
Yeah, we need to get there for January because the rumors are flying fast. About 10,000 watch hours to 4,000 subscribers, which
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Wow.
doesn't happen.
Crazy.
I don't see that happening.
No, I don't either.
I hope not.
That will usher in a new platform to completely take small channels out from under YouTube.
Yeah.
That would be a death nail. But hey, it is what it is. But we're here tonight. Let's see. Good job hitting that mini. Thank you, Kira. I appreciate that very much. Kaya.
Remember,
I see it as Kira.
You know,
Hey, Noah.
Cohort's name.
Okay, so Kaya. Good job hitting that many
Hey,
subscribers.
Sawyer.
My class.
And hey, Pam. And hey, Sawyer in the middle. Good to have you guys with us tonight.
Oh, and Jim Apple, good to have you join us again.
Yes, Jim Apple's with us tonight. Hey, Jim. Good to have you with us. All right, so tonight we're going to kind of hopefully keep it within an hour because there's a lot of folks on again. Tonight it's another busy night. But in celebration of fall, the topic is what made you fall in love with Disney. Da, da, da.
You're so original. That's
I
all
can
right.
think of 1,000 things.
Oh, Susie's got.
What made you fall in love with Disney?
I was wondering what Randy's were.
The only
It leaves into the house.
Dead leaves. Brown dead.
Okay, don't step on this. I
Brown
want
dead
them.
leaves. So what made you fall in love with Disney? Okay. So what we're going to do is we'll kind of go around through it, and this also kind of be a good way to kind of know, talk about yourselves and even talk about your channel, as we talk about this, because somewhere probably in this, your channel is a factor somewhere. So the first question, now, what made you fall in love with Disney? We'll wait on that one. The actual first question I had was, and we'll start with, we'll start with Danny up in the corner. We'll work our way through. All right. It sound good?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. But yeah.
Other way.
Thanks, Greg.
This guy. So the question is, to start it, is when did you first fall in love with Disney? When?
Why you start with hard ones? It just, I don't know, just happened. It's just an always thing. It was there, It's like Disney's just there growing up, So, I guess the first real time I noticed Disney was probably the, wow, I'm going back here. The VHS, the Zippity Doodah sing along with the owl in the schoolhouse. Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Me and my cousins, we used to watch that like over and over and over. I could probably.
That makes me feel good that you watched that, Susie.
Right.
like sing along.
That thing is probably 3 times your age. It's okay.
Right.
Well, I'm sure that was a VHS that my mom had from when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
that
she-
kind of like, you kind of got a hang of what Disney was. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then, I mean, you had the Mickey Mouse cartoons and stuff, but it was Mickey Mouse. Everybody knew Mickey Mouse,
Oh,
but,
Exactly.
Mhm.
but that, like, you saw parts of the park and stuff like, oh, there's a theme park? I want to go there,
Like when you wake up in the mornings and
That's
you
cool.
see a monorail go over by Spaceship Earth, right beginning of the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And and that's one of the things about the kind of putting all the IP in the parks now is that, I heard someone say here a while back, one of the great things about being a kid going to the parks is that there was stuff in the parks that they didn't see on TV. So it kind of gave the parks a completely different feel in one respect in that way.
Oh, Disney Dan is with us.
Hey, Disney Dan.
Yeah.
Hey, Disney Dan.
Hey,
Good
Disney.
to see you.
Jim Apple says that the Peter Pan ride always freaks me out.
I'm with you, Mr.
I
Jim.
can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
Okay.
You know,
I feel like
wait,
I'm
here's
about
the
to
question. Don't you think that the Peter Pan ride is way too fast?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? You're in and out. Like,
Mm.
Yeah, it's the longest line.
yes.
Quick, yeah.
Yes.
But it's the best ride.
I think, Charlie, in one of you guys' videos when you were there this summer, you had made some reference to that. Or I thought it was you or something about the line being so long, but the ride is like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a low capacity ride when you think of it,
Yeah.
And then you got to think when I realize this more when you're taping the ride that there's this huge sail in front of you, blocking off
Yes.
70% of your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might want to rethink the when they plan the rehab for that one. They might want to rethink the sails and maybe put a front seat and a back seat. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. The sail is right. You actually do. You lose a lot of visual by the sail. You're right. You don't realize that so much.
No, you really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good point. That's a great point. And everybody in chat too, feel free to jump in and I'm going to be going back and forth between the chat and our banners, but feel free to jump in and at any time and say, what is your answer to the question? Okay.
Hey, AJC.
Hey, AJ Magic TV. Good to have Amy in the house tonight.
I would say my first time was seeing the Mickey Mouse cartoons growing up and seeing all those Disneyland specials on network television.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can go back and there's the Disneyland 35th anniversary. They had the Osmonds. They had Michael Jackson. They had Danny Kaye as a host. I don't know if anybody remembers that.
Yeah, that's right. They sure did.
Yeah, ours goes back pretty far too. Like I remember, what was it? Sunday nights right before.
Yes.
Sunday Night Disney.
Yes.
Yeah, it used to be
The wonderful world of Disney.
Yes.
Yes.
World of Disney.
You can
that was
remember-
right, yeah.
That's so funny because I was just going to mention that too.
Uh-huh.
You take your bath, you get ready. and you,
Hey, I remember Walt Disney World's 15th anniversary.
I'm clueless
Back in the
here.
day, Charlie, when you had one shot to get it.
That's right.
right.
No DVR, no recording, no streaming. If you didn't catch it, it was gone.
Sitting there with the VHS camcorder.
I know, right?
Because we're going to get this pirate, the
You
pirated
remember-
version.
You can remember Walt Disney late night on Disney Channel.
What's that, Greg?
You remember Walt Disney? They used to come to late nights on Disney Channel.
Oh, yeah.
They used to like Walt's Wonderful World of Color to the day that Walt dedicated Disneyland
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and Disneyland After Dark when the Osmond brothers actually first performed at Disneyland for the first time when they were kids. Going back far back.
That's
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible to think that far back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to do that on Disney Plus.
That would be cool.
Oh,
I would love to see that.
That would be awesome.
Disney on
Oh,
Disney
That would be
Plus.
awesome.
Dan's fan and Chris.
Yeah, 19 days, right? Disney Plus launches in 19 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get that.
I know we do.
If anybody's got
You're not
Verizon,
alone. I still got to do
if
it too.
anybody's
Don't
got
worry.
Verizon, they can actually get Disney Plus free for a year.
Oh,
There's a
for
deal on
Verizon,
that.
that's right. Yeah, we gotta look into that too.
Oh,
Yeah, Verizon. Yeah, I don't know. I was just going to say, did you guys see that promo that's coming out
I did. I signed up for it.
that for Verizon?
In addition to the 3 years, $140, I signed up at the D23, which I got the Founders Day pen
Right.
as well.
And see, that's us. We had signed up for the 3 year through D23 because we've
I
been.
mean, that's an awesome deal.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-huh.
So Amy says that I was sold on Disney on my first trip and wonderful Disney shows. Absolutely.
Okay, Disney Dan, we love you. His comment, being born in 1994, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wow.
Are you serious? Is he, I hope he's joking that it's like
I think I still have T-shirts from '94.
Right?
white snake.
I have T-shirts from '87. Yeah. Oh my God.
Bruce
Okay.
Springsteen, White Snake.
Has one actual pink shirt
Yeah.
from 2000.
Yeah, 2008. So on Wednesday nights they have this and that. On Thursday nights they have old farts. Is that what we're saying?
You can start a new tradition. That's okay. That sounds great.
This is the old guys here.
But you know, that's the cool thing I think about Disney. It is cross age content.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Mhm.
everybody from, you know, the youngest of the young all the way up to the oldest of the old. You say something about Mickey Mouse or Disney and you see a change in their face and they're animated and they just get all excited about things and and it really is every single age.
It's
Right.
like everybody's happy place.
Yes.
That is so true.
Yeah.
That is so true. And Amy said that she got the 3 years as well. Sawyer in the middle, Kelly says, fell in love with Disney when we had children. Disney is one of the few things we all agree on, which creates quality family time.
That's bad the truth for us, Sawyer.
Christina Calhoun says she first fell in love with Disney in 1985. That is awesome, 1985. And Pam, I graduated in 92. Well, Pam's about within our range. We graduated high school in 90. I was 90. You were 91.
91.
So
I graduated in '98, so
really,
the same year. The same year Animal Kingdom opened.
I'm turning you off.
I'm
We're not commenting on the year.
2007.
You speak up, please.
Are we talking about a college graduation year or a high school?
Your horns.
In the year horn.
Oh my gosh.
So the next question then is this
Wait,
one is
I haven't answered.
well
it.
no we well yeah we got to do ours, don't we?
Oh,
Hello yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
jumping off.
I
I'm sorry.
would
Thank
say
you for keeping me on task.
It wasn't,
These guys. Yeah.
mine wasn't the first time I went to Disney. I just fell in love. I didn't fall in love with Disney itself. I fell in love with the Disney toys.
You did. You, honey, did not have a chance. You were like Disney-fied from the pre-beginning.
Yeah.
It's
It was our kids.
Somewhere in the womb it's a small world after all. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I heard that too.
I was a labor pain.
Anybody want to stay at a small world during the
I didn't
nighttime
say.
when it closes?
Oh, I don't want to be a
I don't
small
wanna
world at
be
nighttime when it closes.
Right.
No.
Okay, they would probably do that for our 3 a.m. challenge.
So Pam said I turned 45 in exactly a week. Well, happy early birthday, Pam. We'll have to sing to you next Thursday then on Halloween.
Happy birthday, Pam.
About that. Pam's birthday is Halloween. And it will be last birthday I celebrate. Oh, but yeah.
You just start celebrating anniversaries of the birthday.
That's right. Jim Apple said I had a crush on all girls.
Wow, Jim.
Dear girls.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Usually says Pam Wright, it doesn't matter after 21.
Wait,
That's right. It's just a downhill slide.
It's more. Do we need to explain what the Musketeer girls were to some people? In chat?
Although, you know what's something really kind of funny is being a media specialist. Sometimes, especially like during testing and things, we'll do where we have a lot of kids in the library at one time, and we're all watching them. And I found the Have a Laugh videos, and these are cartoons from like early Disney. The jet plane, the boomerang, the just different ones like that. They are old animation, and the kids are just mesmerized.
Right.
they will watch those far longer than they will watch some of the more recent movies that because they've seen them.
Yep.
But it's great. You know, you
Yeah.
think, Mickey does really never age.
Yeah, a few years ago.
You would think that we live in a time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The newer shorts, Mickey looks so weird.
It's and some of them he does.
He-
It looks weirder
He
than others.
sounds weird and looks weird. I can't. It's creepy.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Let's see. Amy with AJC Magic said 1983 was her first trip, not high school. So awesome. 1983 was her first trip. That is awesome. That is awesome. You throwing the edge tonight, buddy.
Disney Dad go, hey, I know the Musketeers.
Yeah. He saw
Wow.
them at the 50s
Danny.
restaurant on the TV. That's how he knows them.
Christina said Mickey looks like he's still 21. I do not like the animations of Mickey. Pam Pam says, I like them just fine. I mean, they are different. Yeah, they had to grow on us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like classic Mickey though.
yeah, well, you can't beat classic Mickey. Yeah.
If you really watch them,
I love the classic Disney cartoons,
Yeah.
not the newer shorts now.
So when did you first fall in love with Disney, Susie?
I honestly was trying to think way back to, I just can't even remember not loving Disney. We would come down because I haven't always lived in Florida, and we would come down to visit my grandparents, and usually it was once a year or a couple times every other year or something, we would get to go to Disney. And I mean, and that was a lot because there were 5 of us in my family. So it was when a family of 5 could afford to go to Disney. But, you know, I can remember not being able to sleep the night before and being up before dawn and just being so excited. I don't know. It's always had a magic.
Well, the first time I went to Walt Disney World, I was 6. And then after that, I didn't go again until I was like 26. It was like 20 years later when Susan and I got married. They went back, and I always loved Disney growing up. Because the same way, it was watching the cartoons, the books, and things like that. So I remember early memory. I was probably around 10 or 11 years old. You know, really kind of getting into the Cinderella movie. I mean, kind of the music and stuff like that. And that's when I started really kind of appreciating Disney music, I guess you could say, was really with Cinderella, which was kind of interesting. But I had a sister, my oldest sister lived with us, and she listened to it. So that's kind of why it was that, you know. So, yeah, it's kind of been lifelong for me, too, I guess, in many ways.
Sean, I know there's one thing you miss. The Disney magazine.
Yeah.
Used to come out
Disney
once.
magazine.
Yes.
The little, yep.
That Disney Channel magazine.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember when I was growing up, there was a contest where I think you can like draw a picture.
Yep.
And the grand prize was you get a trip to Disney World, to Disneyland, to Tokyo Disneyland, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
I don't remember that.
It was like it looked like the TV guide almost.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I do too. I have like a vague, memory of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a vague memory of that too, where you had to
Yeah,
draw like
magazine.
one of the 3 caballeros or something.
Yeah, there was a different theme to it each
Yeah.
month.
It came out. The Disney Channel actually came out the same day as Tokyo Disneyland opened on April 15th of 1983.
Okay.
That same day.
That's
Wow.
something.
I don't know if anybody would have remembered it.
Well, used to, you'd get all the books with I think somebody mentioned this the other night. The little books had the little tear out record,
I loved those.
and you would tear out the record. The little 45.
Uh-huh.
Those were amazing.
Yep.
You know what? Some of the kids just miss that completely today. You know.
Yeah.
Those were really really cool.
Yeah, Amanda at the Lucky Minute will have videos once in a while with those old 45s, and some videos of those that she has. It's pretty cool to watch.
That's cool.
Oh, Christina, I grew up watching Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett. I loved those.
Yeah.
Great.
That's right.
Sunday mornings, those were on.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Wow, guys, you're like the good old days, back in the day.
I'll tell you what, Michael Eisner did a really good job with Disney though back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Definitely brought in what we refer to as the Disney Renaissance. You know,
Sure
especially
did.
concern in that. So yeah, that's wild. And Becky, you got yours in. So all right, so let's see what the next one is. Is who most influenced your love for Disney? What person? You know. So we'll
I
start
think
back with Danny.
Myself, I guess. No, probably one of my uncles actually, because he would go down to, he worked for Chase, so Chase had a headquarters down in Florida, so he was constantly going to Disney, and bringing things back for us and this and that. So bringing back Figment, the old big Figment dolls that were probably
Oh yeah.
Right.
on the bottom of the screen, so like that. Can't even get it in the box, but things like bringing back a Santa Mickey doll, things like that. So probably that you just kind of like fed into it. It was like, all right, keep Disney going.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Wow. Great.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I would say this by watching the Disney Channel growing up, watching like Mousercise, Donald Duck Presents, and Mickey's Good Morning Mickey every morning, and I think that's what got me started. And then seeing the castle, seeing the Spaceship Earth with the monorail at the beginning of the day.
Mhm.
See, but that's when the Disney Channel was dedicated to Mickey and the cartoons, and
Yeah.
Yes.
not
Yes.
whatever we
And
have.
it's not what it is now.
No, I don't know what it is now, but
It's changed now.
We're still
Okay.
trying to figure that out.
I miss Walt Disney
Yeah.
when he used to have the old Disney, and he had like movies from Walt himself.
yeah.
So pretty much Disney itself was your most through their marketing and television presence. Gotcha.
Yes.
Charlie and
Definitely.
Stacey, what about you guys? Who most
Yeah, I
influenced?
would say it's pretty much the same thing. I remember watching, again, the old shows, and they would go to clips with the Musketeers going on the monorail or going over through the parks or something like that. I'd be, that must be nice. And I didn't get to go
Mickey
till I
Mouse
was like,
Club is definitely one of them that influenced me. Watching like the old Mickey Mouse Club and like Jimmy and Nat and those guys back in the day,
Mhm.
or just
Yeah.
amazing.
or you can see them in the 50s, prime time, right?
Yeah, that's right.
One of them at
Yeah, it's bad if you're sitting there going, I remember that. No. Stacey, what about you? Who most influenced you?
My first trip to Disney was in '81. I'm not going to say how old I was. But my parents took me, and I just remember watching, obviously the Disney Channel stuff, but the Easter parade. We used to always get excited with the Disney Easter parade and Thanksgiving parade or whatever, the Christmas parade. And I don't know if I really. I enjoyed the parks when I went, but I don't think I was really exposed to the parks before then. It was more Mickey, and the Musketeers and stuff like that. But I don't think I connected.
Yeah, the first time I didn't get to go till I was like 18. That was the first time I went, so I was like an adult. First time I went, and it was with her.
Yeah, with my family.
With her and her family. So
Okay.
Since then, we were definitely hitched.
yeah,
Yeah,
we were addicted.
yeah,
And, we pretty much went every year since '89
yeah,
or '88.
yeah, truthfully.
Oh.
Yeah, I had labor pains in Tomorrowland with Sophie. I'm sitting on the speedway breathing.
Wow.
The kids, they had no choice. They
They were there.
I remember Avery and the Little Bouncer in front of the TV. We have Bear in the Big Blue House with the Disney Channel on,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Show.
Yes.
And as soon as Sophie gets home from school, now Disney Channel's on. Now it's Camp
Camp something or another.
Waka Bum.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what she watches. She watches all the Disney, Jessie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So the Disney Channel is on every day.
Yeah, Becca said it's all Disney Channel's going to all teen drama.
It is.
Basically, yeah, it's changed.
Especially Andy Mack. Andy Mack, oh my gosh, I can't watch it or else
Oh. Sophie likes Andy Mac.
Sophie likes Andy Mac, yeah.
Did it get canceled?
Now, Christina in the chat said it was her grandma and her mom who had the biggest influence on her love for Disney. And I actually think that's me too. My mom was really the one who took us, and grandma would go with us. And I never understood it as a kid when we would go to Disney and grandma would just sit and watch us. I mean, she would ride some rides, but she would like sit and watch us ride. And I was thinking, gosh, that's awfully boring. But then taking Rebecca, and especially when we went with Rebecca and Chloe, it was like I had just as much fun planning and taking them to the different rides and riding the different rides, with them than, necessarily thinking what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then as far as, Disney Channel.
Hey, James, welcome to our channel tonight.
As far as, watching Disney and Mickey Mouse and stuff, I think it was pretty much my mom who did a lot of putting those kinds of shows on for us.
Yeah. Yeah. And mine was really my parents because, like I said, I went when I was about 6. And then it was kind of, not again for 20 years later because they were taking care of their parents. So we didn't travel or do vacations or anything like that. And but it was, we always, anything Disney related, they got me usually. So they kind of fostered that love as well. So who most influenced you, Rebecca?
Look at those guilty faces.
Come on, give an answer.
Yeah, careful how you answer this.
I would actually, I already kind of like Disney, but I didn't get the get-go until Mr. Brad. He was a cast member
Oh,
at the
yes.
Five
Okay.
Brad Hughes.
Brad Hughes.
I actually wrote my Florida Tropicana speech on the five-legged goat. I made second place in my class wide speech, and then I went on and made third place in the school-wide speech for Tropicana.
Oh, hey, Bob Weiss. That's my dad.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Christina said, MIC, see you real soon. Why? Because we love you.
Oh no, you got Jim Apple.
Jim Apple, that was his. He's got to go take a shower. That was his sign off. Christina said, I love shopping in the Disney store. Oh yeah, that's a dangerous place for the Johnsons.
Yeah.
James,
if I had a Disney store around still, I would say that. When I was in New York, they took them out, and down here in Atlanta, I don't have them either.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's disappointing.
Well, they're few and far in between, even here in Florida.
They really are. Yeah. Which Becca was talking about. Brad Hughes, he's a cast member. He is one of the, what is it they call them now? The customer satisfaction
Guest experience
people. But he's been with Disney for a number of years, and he has a channel, Park Views with Brad Hughes is his YouTube channel. And he was amazing. He is, for us, he was like the embodiment of Walt when we got to the park, because the way he connected with Rebecca and us,
and remembered us
months
following at a time
in later trips. Remembered when he saw us at Ticket Transportation. There was no doubt that he kept moving up the ranks at the park because he is
oh my
phenomenal.
goodness, he was so sweet when we first met him. It's bad when he gave us a sandwich bag full of pins.
Yes.
Because we just
Wow.
started pin trading,
That's incredible.
Yeah.
and it was just one of those really awesome Disney cast interactions.
It was never unforgettable. And I have written several things to Disney and doing different stuff. Like when they do send you the surveys, he usually always gets a shout out somewhere because he is just incredible representation of what Walt Disney World ought to be like. That's for sure.
It should be. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So if you guys ever look at Brad Hughes is his name, and his YouTube channel is Park View with Brad Hughes.
Oh, there
I
it is.
think I have him on my thing. Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. There he is. Yep. And he's a huge Star Wars fan, and he's a big Star Wars comic book fan too. So he does different things with that. All right, now here's the next question, and now this has to be very specific. This isn't your favorite park or your favorite. Okay, you'll see it when I put it up. Where is the place or the spot at Disney you love the most, Danny?
At Disney that I love the most.
Yeah, the spot. That spot or that particular place, not a park. Don't even say resort. Something very, very kind of where you feel the magic. Maybe say that you feel
on the ferry.
Oh wow.
Going into the Magic Kingdom. And
yes,
show me. I think we've had this conversation before, Sean, about the whole bus system.
Yeah,
I am so no.
Yeah, we have.
I'm mad that the bus system, and happy at the same time that the bus system, when you go into the Magic Kingdom, puts you at the gate of the Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
It used to put you at the transportation center, from what I remember, right?
Right.
And you either had your choice of the monorail or the ferry.
Yep.
Going into the Magic Kingdom,
Magic Kingdom. Yep.
you need that approach. You can't just be dumped there. It takes away from that magical approach to getting into the Magic Kingdom. You know, I wish they would bring it back over to
that's why Walt had them put the lake there.
Exactly.
It would be that approach.
And to be on that ferry, not even on the monorail, because the monorail is whatever. It's too quick. You're just 1, 2, 3. You're there. It's cool to go through the hotel and everything. I get it, but on the ferry, on the water, and you just hear the water splashing around the ferry, and you're just feeling the wind, and you seeing that castle approaching, and the train station. That's it right there.
I totally agree. I love
agree
that.
with you. I would agree with you.
So Greg, what is your spot?
Wow.
Since
He
you're
had
there all the time.
I agree with him on the boat on the ferry. The ferry is amazing. Has anybody ridden the Skyliner?
No.
No.
It's
We missed it
amazing.
by a day.
I took my first ride.
Listen, I have
yesterday.
questions about the Skyliner now, okay? And
I have a lot of questions about Sky right now.
and I'm saying this, okay? Danny is saying he has questions about it. We know what I do.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
I can tell you it's safe. I can tell you it's amazing. The views are amazing.
But it didn't look too safe a couple of weeks ago.
But nobody got hurt. That's
And
the
we're
most
dangling
important
60 feet above the highway.
thing.
Well, that's nothing, Sean, the dangling. It's the fact of stopping. I don't mind the dangling.
Right. It's
the stopping part that they don't seem to have down.
And I think 3 people have died on the Skyliner during our show the last few weeks too.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you so much for being with
Her
Susie's.
favorite is Town
Susie's running the
Square or
chat
the
so
Hub.
that I can keep the banners up. So, what is Amy's? What is her favorite?
Town Square or the Hub area.
Or the Hub area? Yep.
And while we're at it, Dreamer's Empire is the land building.
Hi, Dean.
Or the land.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Dean,
Yeah,
the
definitely.
land pavilion. That is awesome.
The land is awesome. I love all the looking when you're up there. The balloons are up top and all.
But do y'all remember when they used to go up and down?
Yeah, they used to do that. Yeah.
Yes.
Huh?
They did.
I wonder why they don't
Wait.
move anymore.
They
Great
do.
question. Greg, you're at Epcot a lot. Is there
Yeah.
always a bird in there? Does that bird live in that?
I think it does.
Is he a Disney cast member now? Or-
Yes.
He is.
If you look really closely, there's a little
Because he
pin
almost hit me in the head.
with his name, Robin.
He has the legacy pin.
The thing almost it swooped down. I'm in there heading towards the land, and it's like I'm like Jess is laughing. My parents are laughing.
I would say Disneyland, seeing that train station right before you go into the park itself.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever go to Disneyland,
That's cool.
I can see that.
Well,
Yeah.
Charlie and Stacy, what is your favorite place? Your favorite spot?
Mine is definitely at the edge of Main Street. When you turn the corner, you see the castle. That's my spot.
yeah.
That big
That's where you're there.
What,
That's when I'm like, okay, that's where I have to go for the first time. You want to go down Main Street?
Here's a question for that. Does that mean, because I know for me, just for that to happen, I always have to go in on the right side. I never go in on the left. Just for
Yeah.
that,
So
I
true.
have to go in on
Where
the
you're
right
supposed
side,
to go.
so I don't see the castle until I make that turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've never thought about
Yeah,
that.
it's on the right side. Yeah, it's always comes. For the
Yep.
first time, now not every time we go into Magic Kingdom, we're going under the right side,
But
but
the first
time we're
time-
always on the right
first
side.
time,
Yep.
Yep.
How about you?
and,
I've never thought about that.
No.
and usually my first time, I walk through the castle. And
Yeah.
I think that's the most awesome
That is-
feeling when you walk through the castle.
Yeah.
So, Stacy, what is your favorite spot?
I like the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, and just sitting on it, and it makes me say, okay, I'm on vacation, I can relax, and that's when I start soaking in everything, because you get to see the whole, a couple of the rides, but you get to see the people, and it's like
Right.
that forces me to be like, okay, I'm definitely on vacation now.
That's the
You
train.
know, I always look
It
for
is.
something famous, and I never see anybody
I
famous.
love TTA.
Resort.
Disney World Railroad does that for me.
The
Just because you
escalator.
get
I miss the railroad at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, the railroad. Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
I miss it a lot.
They've got to get that back. That is a missing. The sound of that is a missing element
Uh-huh.
at the park. It really
When's
is.
it coming back?
That's
You
why
can
one thing I love about
thank for that.
Disneyland is you have the railroad. That's the
They're
one thing I
now-
love about it.
They're now saying it may not be till 2021 before it comes back.
That's what
That's
we
because
had
of the
yesterday.
construction
Wow.
Remember
hours
that?
of the Domtron.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to have to make another trip to Disneyland here soon because I miss that railroad.
Hold on, here we go. Tron. I love Tron. Okay, I love the original Tron. I love the fact that
It's
they put
really
it.
amazing. I've ridden in Shanghai.
Okay.
It's absolutely
That's
incredible.
But how many years ago did it go into Shanghai when the newer movie came out? It's just so outdated. Why are we putting it into Disney
I
World?
agree.
Why are we?
I think
It's
putting
a
it
perfect
into Disney
fit.
World
It
with
goes
the
right
ride?
into Tomorrowland.
I think the ride is going to stand on its own. I think it's the way it looks. It looks like it's going to be an awesome ride.
It is. It will be.
I will be at the gift shop. I will watch you all sail by.
I'm going to make a
I'm
personal
gonna get you on it,
trip,
Sean.
and we're gonna get you on there.
You're gonna get on there, pal.
If you can go, because
For 1,000 subscribers,
would be the
Sean
next thing to happen.
gets on Tron.
I get to watch
It's
all
awesome.
you guys do it.
Sean.
And
Hey, I'm not a big fan of roller coasters, but when I went on that with Shanghai,
No.
oh my goodness.
no, understand. I gain great pleasure from just watching you guys do it. Okay,
Both of us.
I'm okay with that.
Sean is coming to Atlanta,
I can
so we
watch
will
you
get
guys
him
do it
on the
all day long.
As many times as you please. We'll go to Starbucks.
That's right. Let me just
We'll
start.
get some no paper straws.
I may even. Oh yeah, this was hilarious. I was watching a little part of Michael Kay's video today when they went to the Polynesian. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but they were in. I think they were in Ohana's or something. And anyway, they started using plastic straws, and the whole restaurant broke out in applause.
Wow.
Really?
Is that in the message or something?
When I was
That's telling Disney.
When we were there, we asked for a straw at one of the Dole Whip stands for a Dole Whip float.
Oh yes.
Okay, Oh, don't let it float. You would figure you need a straw for this, right? You know, hi. They go, oh, let me see if we have any straws because the whole resort wide, they're getting rid of straws, period.
Mm-hmm.
There's a time period where in Animal Kingdom they did not have straws at all.
Right.
Now they got paper straws, but they didn't have them at all. Remember that?
Well, you're talking like
I remember that.
a high acidic drink eats the paper straw like
It's gross. It changes the taste and.
Yeah, Stacey, I'm with you, and that's what I've heard. I know Starbucks is what it. If at a company as big as Starbucks is, I'd have a real problem with using that when I knew it changed the flavor of my product.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
I would have a real issue with that. I mean, I know it's two big companies. Of course, Starbucks is as big as Walt Disney, obviously, but still, wow. We just take ours in. We take the straws in
We
because
find this ironic.
I'm not a big fan of the straws either.
We get rid of plastic straws, got paper straws, right?
Yeah.
But I'm talking more for Animal Kingdom, okay? But the fact that they're still selling, they still have plastic bags for merchandise.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, a bag is easier for exactly. An animal, a deer could put their head right in that bag and choke the same way as they can on a quote unquote straw.
Well, or they're selling the straws in the gift shop now.
There is one place you can get plastic straws. The France Pavilion still has them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This isn't right. So they force us not to have plastic straws, but yet they sell them in the store.
Yes.
How can they justify?
They don't have the snack series, and
Because they're hard plastic.
When we were at the park, they're the hard plastic.
They're hard reusable plastic.
But
Okay.
Really,
That's I don't know. That's
it's still
pushing it, I
easy.
think.
All right, so
we've got to get back to Disney Magic.
yes, falling in love
Okay,
with
so
Disney.
Becky, what is your favorite spot?
I would actually say can be like in one area, like one whole place.
Okay, I guess.
Yep.
Then I would say Africa and Animal Kingdom.
Okay,
Because I can go on the Kilimanjaro Safari, get a nice Starbucks
You ain't gonna do any-
with a lid on it.
You're making out your beat. Go ahead.
What are you doing?
It is right there.
Okay.
It keeps going right over Charlie's head.
Oh, Africa's a good choice.
So Africa. All right. So so Zeus, where's your favorite spot?
My absolute favorite spot is at Magic Kingdom under the yellow umbrellas, right at the planter, looking at Cinderella's castle.
Oh.
I do not like the red umbrellas. The view is wrong. Yellow
We're boycotting all red umbrellas.
Okay, we're sorry.
The umbrellas are way
I'm
over.
sorry.
The yellow umbrellas right there at the planter, so nobody's sitting in front of you, and just the view there with all the garden area and the planter and the light poles and all the just the Disney
Yes.
itself,
And then you have
the
in the
castle.
background a bicycle built for two.
Yep, and the Main Street music playing in the background. And All American Sunday sitting on the table.
Yeah. I think my favorite spot is walking into, well, it's kind of hard because it's like Liberty Square, I think I would have to say. I mean, I love walking in and seeing the castle. Gosh, they're like almost tied for me. But I love going into Liberty Square because I love colonial America. I love the history of that. And I don't know, I feel transported when I walk in there. And knowing the attention to historical detail that the Imagineers put into that particular part, I really appreciate that.
And you can ride the Haunted Mansion.
Yep.
I definitely love New Orleans Square or Disneyland.
The one roller coaster I'll go on.
Yeah.
It's not a roller coaster.
I tell you what, if you ever go to Disneyland, New Orleans Square is a place to go.
I
It's
bet.
absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
And their
Disney
Pirates
Dan-
are absolutely incredible.
One day. All right.
Disney Dan says his favorite spot is first in line in front of the food counters.
That's
Disney
true.
Dan's favorite spot is first in the line at Casey's to get a pickle dog.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Avery's with you, Dan.
Speaking of Casey's, this week they had the whole the pumps disappeared, the little cups came out, then the packets came out, then the pumps reappeared
For all the condiments.
for all the condiments. Everybody's still like, what was it all about? That was like some big controversy in Magic Kingdom this past week was the pump containers disappeared at Casey's Corner. So,
It's amazing the things
Oh my
that
God.
people get so upset about.
oh, I
Yeah.
know.
Condiments.
Crazy. Yeah. And
Yeah.
how they are
I
served.
tell
or
you
not
what,
served.
it was so crowded last night at Magic Kingdom. Oh my goodness.
Really?
The Castle Courtyard and all Main Street was maxed out capacity
On a Wednesday. Wow.
on a Wednesday night.
Well, we were watching your live stream of the fireworks, and yeah, I could tell
It was
you were, like,
packed.
squeezed in.
Yeah, we were packed like sardines.
Wow.
Well, that's what I was saying too is
Crazy.
earlier on somebody's stream was Mickey's Not So Scary is not the same anymore as it used to go to
They
these
keep pushing that
ticket-
earlier.
You go to these hard ticket events and it used to be you can breathe there. Now
Mhm.
there's no difference now. It's just
They make it almost
so
every night at Magic
crowded.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were there like
And it's like
one
4
of the-
days this week out of 5, and Wednesday was like one of the rare nights of no party at all at Magic Kingdom. Next night is Saturday,
Yeah.
And then you stop and think, what if
and I
this-
think that's what contributed to being so busy last night.
Probably.
I mean, the wait times. Oh my goodness, the fast pass line was
Yeah.
incredibly long at every attraction.
what if
It
It
this-
was longer. It was longer than the standby line.
That's what I was gonna say. Sometimes those fast passes are longer than standby.
sometimes,
Yeah, especially if a line, like the other day when we went on Haunted Mansion, it was like that because the ride had
The
broken
Haunted
down.
Mansion line was incredibly long. It wrapped around
Yeah. The fast pass.
Wow.
Okay, so the next thing is, and this actually was really kind of our theme, but what made you fall in love with Disney? What made you fall in love with Disney? If I can get it to actually show.
the Disney magic.
Yeah.
Disney magic.
Disney Magic.
Disney
All
Magic.
all
Well,
together.
there's her answer.
Disney Magic that the Pixie does. Walt himself, actually.
Okay, Danny.
It just how it brings everybody together. It's just if you think of family friendly, family fun, it's Disney. It's just between the TV shows with growing up. You had the Sunday nights, you had Friday nights also, and you had the theme parks. Different things like that. The movies, event. Like you go anywhere, you see a Disney character, that's a Disney character. You go out and you see like any of the Universal characters, unless it's the Universal monsters, you know it's them, but it's like a whole thing. Like Scooby-Doo, wasn't Scooby-Doo this character from this thing, or was he here or what? It's Disney.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I gotta agree with that because when you think Disney, now I associate most of the feels are when I'm in the parks or around the parks now. I
Yeah.
like the movies, I like the TV shows and whatnot, and but now it's like I yearn for the parks. I yearn to get back down and
I
Florida.
agree. I totally agree.
I agree completely.
You see
Yeah,
the
me too.
you see the rides. Even when I'm up here, I'll want to see YouTube. I want to see someone on a ride, or want to see a ride. You can go right to YouTube and watch a ride or whatever.
And the
Or
good thing,
But the key part is a lot of it is the music around the parks too.
Yes, the
Yes.
atmosphere.
Yeah,
The atmosphere, that really, you're walking
Most
around
I agree.
you're walking around World Showcase at night. That's awesome.
Just listening to the music, going to
Just
the
I'll
walking
tell you
around,
what, guys. They should
Yeah.
bring back a nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They need to bring that back. I'm sorry, but that's classic Disney all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see that.
Falling in
Bring
love.
back special magic. I'm all for that.
Oh,
Bring it back.
100%. Yes.
So,
Yes.
Stacey, what about
Special
you?
magic, guys. I mean, that was my favorite nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom, besides the electrical parade.
Do we still have the water pageant too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still there.
That's
Not many
cool.
people know of that though.
And Festival of Fantasy is still there as well. And so is Mickey's that party at Mouse Party.
Yeah. So,
But they
Stacey,
need a nighttime parade.
Yes.
okay, let's get to Stacey.
Yep.
What made you fall in love with Disney?
I think it's just the atmosphere of the parks, and all the cast members are very friendly. So and it is family friendly, so you don't have to worry about things happening. With the kids there or anything. It's. I just enjoy walking. Like I wouldn't even have to go on a ride. Just walking around and seeing the atmosphere and seeing the people. The cast members are always helpful and smiling.
Even though it's gotten maybe a little bit worse the last couple of years, you still feel that it's a safe place. It's a clean place.
Yeah.
It's your place. There's nowhere like it in the world.
Right.
It's your go-to place. And every year when we think, okay, where you want to go to vacation, it keeps on going back to Disney World because nowhere else even compares.
Yeah, I don't think
I
anything.
I agree.
Anything
Right.
would be anything like it. It wouldn't
I
give
mean-
the same feeling.
You get a hotel for like one bundle price. You can get the hotel, your park admission, and then you get a meal plan and transportation included.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you have to
Right.
worry about?
It's like being on a cruise, but you're on land.
Right.
You get it to
Yeah.
where it's the whole package
Exactly.
deal. And
Yeah.
You're in a whole new world.
now you guys
See what I
stayed
did there?
this
Whole
last
new world.
Yeah.
whole new world.
Right.
Charlie, let's talk about resorts though. And I know this is kind of maybe we could probably talk about this resort's a whole other stream. But you guys, how'd you guys like being at Boardwalk there and access to Epcot? How was that?
Awesome.
Love it. That's our
It's
number one thing.
Number one.
The first time we stayed at the Boardwalk was probably like 15 years ago. And we had been used to, our go-to was the Caribbean Beach or the Pop Century or whatnot.
Yeah.
The first time we stayed at the Boardwalk, we were like, this isn't us. It's like,
But
it was
he
too,
was taller too.
it was like too ritzy and it's just, we didn't feel it.
Right.
But then,
Well, I was afraid Abe was going to break things.
I'm not gonna lie. I was afraid of that way in the Caribbean Beach Resort this year.
yeah.
I love Caribbean Beach Resort. My favorite is Polynesian.
Well, here's my thing. I really, really love Jess does too. Loves the value resorts, not because of the price, but the theming.
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm at
Yeah,
Disney.
I agree.
I'm at Disney. I'm able to go back to the resort and still be at Disney and see Pongo and Purdy around or whoever, Ariel or whatever, still around the resort, but I can escape it at the same time at the room. But I'm at Disney. I look outside. It's Disney. It's just not a resort,
mm.
We thought
There's
it was,
so much goes on the resorts that you can enjoy and not be in the parks.
Yeah.
especially with toddlers, I think those value resorts are the best for
Perfect.
the toddlers. It's just
Yeah.
perfectly for them, made for them.
It's like toddler proof.
Yeah.
It is.
And I didn't want to leave off my Boardwalk comments with trashing the Boardwalk because first time we felt a little bit uncomfortable there, but every time since it's turned into our favorite
It's
place.
our favorite.
It's our most awesome place, and when it comes to comfort and the look of it, we just love it. We love walking out of that lake across at the other hotels there,
So
and
pretty.
and the location. You cannot beat that location. We walk
Right.
down
Yeah.
to MGM,
Parks,
It's the heart of Disney World.
you know?
and it's an easy walk. You know,
Yeah.
you don't let people discourage you from the walk. What the longest walk to MGM might take 15 minutes. It's not bad.
Mhm.
And
No,
it-
it's
that's an
I'm not
adventure.
gonna lie. I'm the one that walked from Caribbean Beach Resort to Racetrack. So I'm not even good. At like 2:00 in the morning, me and we're like, okay, everything's closed. What do we do? Where's a gas station? Well, I guess we're walking.
Wow. Now, Dizney Chronicles says Pop Century is their favorite.
Pop Century.
We like
we,
Pop
yeah, we
Century
like
too.
Pop Century too.
Pop Century is a lot of fun.
We stayed at
other-
animation overnight, and that
Yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah, we stayed there.
I'd
Art
like
of
to stay
Animation.
there longer.
Yeah, we got uploaded to a
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, Cars Sweet. Which that's just part of that magic that makes you stay in love with Disney. Yeah, we had booked just a standard room, and we got there, we checked in, and they upgraded us, and the cast member didn't even say anything about it. And he said, and they said, "Oh, you'll be in the Cars family suite," and I'm thinking, that's not what I booked. Okay.
I'll tell you right now, I haven't had good experiences with rooms at Disney. The first time Jess and I went down was for our honeymoon, and we booked a room at the All-Star Movie Resort, and they wanted to put us to sports. Oh, we overbooked the room. Can we put you in All-Star Sports? I looked at the people. I'm like, does it really look like I'm the person that wants to go into the All-Star Sports Resort? I'm here on my honeymoon. What do you think my wife is going to say when I go back outside and tell her, hey, we're going to All-Star Sports Resort? I go, hold on. I went outside. I brought her in. I told her, I go, this is what they're doing. She's like, oh, okay, I got this. She came inside. She's like, well, what's the issue? We overbooked this resort. She's like, and then, she started doing the fake cry in front of everything. And they're like, oh, hold on. It looks like we have a resort room available here. Go to the room, and then we leave. We went to downtown Disney or something. We come back. There's snacks all over the room. Oh, we're so sorry. But little things like that. Like the last time we went down at the Caribbean Beach Resort, we booked a preferred room by the pool. Well, when you book a preferred room by the pool, I'm expecting to be by the main pool with the slide and everything. They booked us by the other pool in the Barbados section.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta be specific.
Yeah, it's
Barbados.
yeah. They're like, well, the pool's not that far of a walk away from where you are. I was like, that's not
You're paying more for that too.
exactly. Like
The
that's
pool,
not
yeah.
where we're supposed to be. But you know
Right.
what?
Wow.
We'll take it.
When we go to the Caribbean beach, we specifically say which section we want to be in. And they
It's
say,
usually Martinique.
we'll
Yeah.
write it in, but you're not guaranteed, but we'll do our best. And we usually, I think we've
We usually
always
get- yeah.
gotten what we've asked for.
Yeah,
Martinique. Yeah.
Yeah.
with the lake view is
Yeah.
the same as the pool view, pretty much.
Yeah.
By the
Yeah.
way, Stacey, we love those ears.
Oh, yes.
I'm so glad you like them. I really am.
They're very comfortable. I could wear these all day.
Robin said the reason why we had great luck at Art of Animation, she said, because I went with you.
That's
That's
right.
exactly what it was. Robin was with us. So, the
I
Disney
also
Magic-
like the fact that Art of Animation is pet friendly too.
Yeah.
that's right. And
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Hey, there. Yeah.
Because Leia is actually Jess's service dog, and Disney even gives issues about that now. They make you pay for a service dog now too.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Really? I didn't know that.
they're like,
So you had your card and certification and everything?
well, there is no certification or card for a service animal. And that's the misunderstood. They're like, well, you got to have this and that. I'm like, well, you're violating so much right now. I'm like, we're not even going to bring her. We're just not even going to get into this. Just give me whatever.
That's
So,
unfortunate.
So it's almost like you have to buy them a park ticket.
yeah, like basically, it's you got to go. If I tell you that she's a service animal, there's only two questions you can ask: what is she trained for, and who's it for, basically.
Yeah.
And they want a whole. Basically, I have to go online and print out a fake form to get to them to say she's a service animal.
Really?
Not
That's too
how-
bad.
It's because there's
That's
so many people out there
Wow.
that
Yeah.
do this.
So many of them.
Well, we've encountered issues with the special needs pass. We didn't have issues, and then all of a sudden there was people out there that were abusing it, and then it became more difficult.
And
They
we
changed
had
it.
my sister.
It changed
My
the
sister
process.
has Down syndrome, and they stood there and like they gave that look like here she is. We're not hiding nothing.
We're not kidding.
She is.
I know.
She is
Yeah.
precious, by the way, Danny.
Yes.
Your sister is amazing.
Thank
It
you.
was so much fun watching her in the videos that you did. I'm telling you, that was awesome.
Yeah, we got some more stuff planned on with that, with the videos. We're gonna cut things a little more and stuff. So I don't know when, but yeah.
Okay, so all right, so while Danny's talking, last question.
Wait,
What?
we didn't answer ours. When
Yeah,
did
we
we
kinda
fall
did.
in love with this? I didn't.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
Honestly, what made me fall in love with Disney? It may sound hilarious, it may sound weird, it may sound evil.
Evil.
But I honestly like watching people get stuck on the people mover.
See, people mover.
When they look around, you hear the announcement, and they're like, what in the world? We're stuck.
We gotta do a video on that. We can just picture it. Videoing the people stuck in Becca, like,
Go buy a new
It'll be
thing.
me stuck on the people mover, and Rebecca will be like, "Oh,
My trip is
It happened to us when we were.
oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Oh my gosh, the light turned
turned
on. Oh, we were cool. You
Yeah,
can
we were
even see the
stuck.
track.
We were stuck. Okay, so why do you love Disney, Danny? Last words. Why do you love Disney? Like the company, the whatever, anything. Why do you love it? What about it that says Disney's Disney? What is it?
It's Disney. They put it in the Kool-Aid in there. You know, they make the Kool-Aid. I mean, there's no way you cannot. If somebody tells you I don't like Disney, they'll okay. You may not like their business practices, but you still love Disney.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, okay? Like, I don't get into like you see us. We don't get into the whole politics or whatever. I don't care how you run your company. I'm still gonna like what you do.
They're going to run their company. They're going to run their company the way they're going to run it. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Great.
the parks.
Park.
The parks, definitely. The parks, the movies, the old cartoons.
Yep.
Mainly the parks, though.
Charlie and Stacy.
Why do I love Disney? I don't know. I mean, now as I've gotten older, I associate Disney a lot with vacations and, with the kids and seeing the kids and their reactions to things and stuff,
Yeah, it's the whole idea of escaping,
Yeah.
It gets you away from the everyday.
Reality.
Yeah, pretty much. Obviously, paying for it all is not very not very nice.
Not very magical.
But once it's paid for, you can go down there. You can have the time of your life.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's awesome time still.
Yeah, it's good family time.
Very good. Yeah.
And that's kind of how it is with me too. For me, it's like an escape for reality, in many ways. Because
It's a wonderful escape from reality and everyday troubles.
Yeah, because we, in our world, we kind of deal with everybody's troubles and their problems. We're kind of in the middle of all of everybody's stuff, and it allows us to step out and, be in a magical place.
See, Greg has it easy. He can go if he's having a bed. I'm just going to Disney.
Yeah,
man.
I can just go there every day after I get off work.
Yeah, and then he hops on YouTube and rubs it in, and
Right?
He does. When we go through the gates, we always like, okay,
I love
we
it.
go through the gates, all the dramas back.
That's
We don't-
right. I rub it
Yes.
into Sean
2
every
weeks.
weekend.
2
Then
weeks
I'm
from
at 6
tomorrow,
weekend. So.
the
We go
Merry Christmas party is starting.
all that's obliterated when we go through the gates. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Becca, why do you love Disney?
Because I I love Disney because I can share the stories and memories I've had with other people and let them experience the magic, but also the fact that I can witness something that, of course, I want to do in my future as a Disney cast member, but also maybe like they might want to be a Disney cast member.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
I just really want to do it for the fun of sharing it for people, not like you
Yeah.
can't go, but
So you can share it with
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
more of a hey, maybe someday you can do this.
Cool. All right, Sus.
I think for me, it is just the overall Disney standard of excellence. They really, even with different things that they've done and stuff, they still strive to be above bar, above everything else. The movies are meticulous. The parks are meticulous. The cruise ships are amazing.
Cruise ships are insane.
They're constantly, you can look at it and say, well, they're constantly looking for a way to make money, but they're constantly coming up with new and innovative ideas to push things forward or to give you another standard of something that you can't get anywhere else. I mean, even like the Adventures by Disney, that's something else that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it's just that whole standard of excellence that Walt set down at the very beginning, and that so many of the people who even work for Disney buy into, and the guests buy into, and that is just what makes, I think, Disney magic.
Sounds good.
So
That sounds good.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us tonight and being with us. We've had fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
guys.
this is
Thank
great.
you, John.
Within an hour, but
This has been awesome.
always try to say an hour, but it never happens because we start talking about,
Off
things.
topic, on topic.
That's exactly right. Exactly.
That's fine.
But real quick, before we close out, I want you guys to give a plug for your channel. Danny, go ahead on your end, and what do you guys have going on your channel?
Oh, we got a lot coming up. We got a premiere coming out Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow. Premiere coming out tomorrow for the Atlanta Zoo, for Boo at the Zoo. You get to see Jess dressed up as a Jawa with the 501st and following me around everywhere. It was kind of fun.
That's funny.
I mean, we're probably gonna get to Six Flags. It depends on the rain coming up, but we'll probably get back out to Six Flags this weekend and get more from Fright Fest, kind of close it up, and then here in Atlanta, we got a lot of Christmas stuff coming up. If you've seen the Botanical Gardens video,
Beautiful.
yeah,
And it's amazing.
yeah, and there's a lot of Christmas coming to that part, to the gardens, and we got Six Flags doing Christmas. We got the Bitmore Mansion around here that does Christmas, so we got a lot of Christmas coming up around here.
That's awesome. That's gonna be awesome.
That is awesome. Wow.
Greg, what you got going on?
Well, Saturday night, I'll be back in the Magic Kingdom in the parks. Probably in the parks for, in 2 weeks. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party will be opening, and I will be there opening night. And then they have a brand new fireworks show that's going to be debuting. The Mini Christmas Time Fireworks Spectacular, which should be an amazing show.
That would be cool.
Are they doing what they did for Halloween for Christmas
they're doing it.
Yeah.
with the projections and
The
everything?
first Christmas party is November 8th, which is in 2 weeks' time.
So,
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're doing the fireworks tomorrow?
I think I read that they're doing
Tomorrow.
it tomorrow morning between 6 and 6:30. They're doing a test of the fireworks.
Oh my, that's cool.
That's why
I read that too, yeah.
That's,
I won't be there, but
that's pretty cool. Robin said that she needs a trip. Okay.
Yeah, we all do.
What do you guys have coming up?
What do we have coming up?
Oh, us on the Dizney Nerd Herders. What do we got? We got a video coming out from
Chef de France.
Chefs of France, where we celebrated Sophie's birthday.
Yes,
In there.
and unexpectedly,
And
they all sang to her in French, and we had no idea they were going to do this.
yeah,
So that was pretty good. That's another example of Disney stepping it up.
yeah,
You know,
they have, and most of them were male.
yeah. So that
All
was
the
even
waiters came over, and
Yeah.
it was like French men coming over to sing to your daughter. It's kind of
15-year-old girl. Happy birthday in French, right? Yeah.
And then Sunday we have a show with Pepper Tree Villa. They're going to be our special guest Sunday because they couldn't make our regular Wednesday night because I guess they work, or two of them work late on Wednesdays. So we're going to do it with them on Sunday.
Awesome. That'd be
That's
cool.
Awesome.
I think that's at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. And then next Wednesday show, we have a special show with three other guests. We
Yeah.
have D&G Explorers. We got Jim
More
from
sunshine, please.
More Sunshine, Please, and This Life of Ours.
Rachel and June.
Awesome.
That should be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying you guys not ready for primetime shows. That was such a clever
Yeah,
idea.
it's amazing.
I like that. That is awesome.
That was Stacy's idea. She threw that all on me, threw me under the bus, saying I threw it at her at 5:30. No, she came up with that idea.
I got like 2:30. I got the email saying we got to figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we got to figure out what we're doing tonight for the show.
Yeah. Well, that
Like
worked.
last minute. Yeah.
And then I was driving home, and I'm like, all right, I think I know what we're gonna do. So
Last minute, the best things happen at the last minute.
yeah,
Right.
I'm still waiting for dishes to get done.
If it weren't for the last minute, right? So,
All right. Well, we appreciate again. Thank you guys for being with us tonight. We appreciate. Let's do it again. We'll have to do this.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Definitely.
A lot of fun.
Fun.
Definitely. This has been a lot of fun.
We've got a little thing in for November called the Thankful Challenge that we're going to do, kind of similar to this a little bit. So we'll get you guys in the mix and
awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome.
all right.
Awesome.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your support. You are our Disney family.
Yes.
We love you and appreciate you. So we will
I appreciate all of you guys.
absolutely.
Yes, same here. Thank you all for your support, and Mickey Sightings. You guys have an awesome channel. Always fun to watch you guys. Always fun to watch your videos.
Mhm.
Appreciate it.
Right, Becca, take a bow.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh my god, she's so
Good
amazing.
job.
I absolutely love her.
For you guys,
So funny.
Which one were we sending her to?
yeah,
next?
where is she going? All right, you guys have a great night.
Around the world.
And as we always sign off, never forget this one thing. That
It was all started by a mouse. Good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Uh,